Continuing with Numbers 6.4. Hear, O Yisrael, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently to thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy arm, and they shall be as frontlets between thy eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house and on thy gates. And it shall be, when the Lord thy God shall bring thee to the land of which he swore to thy fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzhak, and to Yaakov, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou didst not build, and houses full of all good things, which thou didst not fill, and hewn out of wells, which thou didst not dig, vineyards and olive trees, which thou didst not plant. When thou shalt eat and be replete, beware lest thou forget the Lord, who brought thee out of the land of Mitzrayim, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. You shall not go after other gods, of the people who are round about you. For the Lord thy God is a jealous God among you, lest the anger of the Lord thy God be inflamed against thee, and he destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Do not tempt the Lord your God, as you tempted him in Massah. Do not tempt the Lord your God, as you tempted him in Mesa. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and his testimonies, and his statutes, which he has commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Lord swore to thy fathers, to cast out all thy enemies from before thee, as the Lord has spoken. When thy son asks thee in time to come, saying, What means the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which the Lord our God has commanded you? Then you shall say to thy son, We were the bondmen of Pharaoh in Mitzrayim, and the Lord brought us out of Mitzrayim with a mighty hand. And the Lord showed signs and wonders, great and sore, upon Mitzrayim, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household, before our eyes. And he brought us out from there, that he might bring us in to give us the land which he has swore to our fathers. And the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is this day. And it shall be accounted virtue in us, if we take care to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he has commanded us. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee to the land into which thou goest to possess it, and shall cast out many nations before thee, the Hittite, and the Girgashite, and the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivi, and the Yevusi, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, and thou shalt smite them, then thou shalt devote them to utter destruction. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy to them, nor shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give to his son, nor shalt thou take his daughter to thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be inflamed against you, and he will destroy thee speedily. But thus shall you deal with them. You shall destroy their altars and break down their images, and cut down their asherim, and burn their carved idols with fire. For thou art a holy people to the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people to himself, above all peoples that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, or choose you because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all peoples, but because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn to your fathers. Has the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim? Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God, the faithful God, who keeps covenant and troth with those who love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repays them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hates him. He will repay him to his face. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. Deuteronomy 11:12.